Welcome, traveler. I am Orion Reads. Let's get into it. I am an intuitive reader. I'm new to tarot, but very seasoned in energy reading. This reading is intended to offer insight into a situation that is on your mind. If this message finds you, it's because it was meant to. All right, here we go. And we're starting off with the Eight of Pentacles. Next is the Hanged Man in reverse. First time that I've received a card in reverse on this deck. And finally, the Ten of Wands. Okay. In case I haven't said it yet, take what works and leave the rest. Never force a reading onto your situation. In my own readings that I gain inspiration from, there are some readings that pummel me with accuracy, and some that don't, and everything in between. It's my responsibility to discern the difference. All right, let's get into it. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. If staying in your lane and minding your business was a card. Seriously, family. Look at this. This man is in his lane. Well, tarot has no gender. And I said that in my last reading, and I will get into that at some point, but clearly not right now. Let's see. Yeah, this person is just staying in their lane, focusing on them and theirs. And I don't know if anyone has ever, done hospitality, but like being a server, being a busser, being a bartender. But this gives me being in the weeds vibes, but without the anxiety and the stress. So when you're in the weeds, it basically means that you're overwhelmed because it's really busy. You have a ton of tables. You have food coming out. You have food you have plates and empty plates that need to get off the table. You need to turn over those tables, but you need to do it all with a smile. And it's so overwhelming and it's completely chaotic, which is why a lot of people who work in hospitality say that everyone should do it at least once for like a month or so, because the bedside manner of the consumer who goes into restaurants and whatnot would be dramatically different, because you know what it's like on the receiving end. And so being in the weeds is when your head is down and you're just focused on what you're doing, because you realize that no matter how chaotic it is, it can't last forever. The restaurant closes at some point. So you just kind of focus and you grin and bear it. And you'd be surprised how effective that approach is. This gives me that without the anxiety. You're just focused on what you're doing. You're very logic based, and you're just, as monotonous as it may be, you're just sticking to it and you keep going. It's fantastic. In this reading, there's a lot of yellow, which symbolizes the solar plexus, which symbolizes confidence. And I do see confidence in this. I see peace. I see peace. I see doing your thing. I see living peacefully in your corner of the world. And it's awesome. And I think with everything going on right now, this is the approach for sure. I also see some red in the leg and in the shoes, as well as in the woodwork. And I just believe this is very much, that symbolizes, I have a lot in my head. That symbolizes the root chakra and just being grounded. I said a lot of that yesterday, and this is that, just staying focused on what the objective is, and just slow and steady wins the race. For the Hanged Man, as I said before, this is the first card that I've picked up in reverse, which is really fascinating. I see hanging out, or rather hanging in. I see you understand the objective, just stick to it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. Just stick to the plan. And you know what the plan is. And the hardest part may be the plan is just being patient and holding your ground, or in this case, holding the position. I'm perceiving blue for the shirt, which implies the throat chakra. I said yesterday, abracadabra, in the comment section, which means I create as I speak. So that's really powerful right now. Just making sure that you have your intentions in order, that you know exactly what it is that you're going to say, and don't be afraid to take your time. That's something that has been transformative for me. I am a chatty Cathy, clearly, and I consistently don't know what's going to come out of my mouth before it comes out. And being able to just kind of pause and allow that to happen has been a game changer for me. Not that I really care. I mean, whatever comes out, and I'm a very honest person, so it usually works out. But there's just a level of peace and a level of, okay, I don't know how this is going to go, but I trust the system. And the system is just relax, take a deep breath, speak from the heart, move on. Um, so, circling the head, you see like a crown of yellow, again, symbolizing the solar plexus, and I see confidence in this. I genuinely see just stick to the objective. Don't overcomplicate it. I've been saying for a long time, let's not complicate a simple situation, and this is the epitome of that. If that was a card, this would be it. Um, so definitely anchor yourself. Be confident in this move. It's what needs to happen. I'll go back and read what the book says about all these cards at the end. I'm also seeing yellow in the footwear, so that's more confidence being anchored in that, as well as orange in the leggings, which is creativity. So almost like kind of the way that you position yourself, you allow this to flow if you do it well. That's what I'm seeing here, and the fact that it's in reverse, we'll get into that. I'm I'm staying with what's coming up. Actually, I'm wondering if that might be too much of a tangent. At the very bottom, we're seeing green for the leaves, which is heart chakra. It's interesting because this is in reverse, and so it gives the illusion that that it's right side up. And you could easily say, anchor yourself in nature, anchor yourself in your heart chakra, which is love in all of its forms. So platonic, romantic, self, etc. But I'm feeling anchor yourself in your resolve. I'm feeling anchor yourself in holding the position, quite literally speaking in this case, and rooting yourself in the confidence of that. Just knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, which is exactly what this message was screaming for me. Excuse me, I just had dinner a little while ago, so it's coming up. I apologize. Just gassy. Hopefully you can't hear any of it. I haven't made any weird noises, but I'm working really hard not to, is what I'm saying. And finally, we have the Ten of Wands. This is the word I'm hearing is cumbersome, and it gives the illusion that it's a lot of work and it's really difficult. But if you've ever tried to pick up something cumbersome, which is basically just an odd shaped thing that's difficult to carry and like difficult to find your footing, if you will, that's what makes this challenging. Not that it's actually difficult, but just the fact that you have to make sure that you're distributing the weight properly and things to that effect. This is giving me a lot more orange in this fabric that he's wearing. I can't think of the word, as well as for the footwear, which gives me sacral chakra energy, which is all about creativity. I mentioned this yesterday. There's a lot of sexual energy involved in it too, but I'm not getting that in the context of intimacy. I'm getting that in the context of creating life, bringing things to life, bringing things into the physical. And in this context, I would say get creative as far as how you distribute that weight and how you tackle the cumbersomeness of the situation. Just because it's bizarre and it's difficult to grab a hold of doesn't mean that it's impossible. Just allow yourself to be malleable, and you should be good in that regard. Okay, and let's consult that book and see what we got. All right, the first one is Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. Eight of Pentacles. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Oh, I see the Hangman, so I'm gonna try to bookmark that as I continue. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. This is a time of hard work, commitment, diligence, and dedication. You are developing your skills through repeating tasks to achieve mastery of your craft. You are methodically working towards something you want. You are on the brink of achieving great success and fulfilling your ambition. Yes, yes, and more yes. I lost the Hanged Man bookmark that I created with my finger, but that's okay. Yes, that's exactly what I see with this. Stay in your lane, keep doing what you're doing. You're literally chipping away at success. You're chipping away at abundance. You're finding your groove, you're finding your footing, if you will. And yeah, that's exactly what I see here. Hanged Man, I lost it. Give me a second to find it again. Um, let's see. Judgment Tower, Hanged Man. Um, Reversed. This is my first reverse card, so I'm really stoked about it. If there are delays, resistance, and missed opportunities in your life, pause for a moment to see things from a different perspective. This is your positive sign that you can move forward with a new perspective and a renewed sense of energy. I'd say I crushed it. But for real, let me know your thoughts. Comment below, chat. Let me know. And then finally, we have the Ten of Wands. Let's see. Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands. Let me know how I'm doing, you guys. Let me know if you like this approach. If you want to see more stuff, don't be shy. We don't tolerate that here. Ten of Wands. You are being overburdened, overloaded, and having many responsibilities and major challenges. You might be taking on too much and feel like you are having an uphill struggle and lack of fun and spontaneity in your life right now. Just keep going. The end is in sight. I'd say I'm 3 for 3. Maybe that's just me being cocky, but chat, let me know. Let's see. If you enjoyed the message, please like, share, and subscribe for the algorithm magic so I can keep doing these readings for you. And until next time, take care.